Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. Welcome back to another live show. And this is IrixGuy's live show, so anything is fair game. This is a live show if you're watching this at approximately 2:06 p.m. New York City time. So anything that you type beside the video's comment, within the video's comments rather, I can see in real time and we can chat. Also like to remind everyone, Super Chat. If you haven't tried it out, Super Chat is a somewhat new YouTube feature rather, and it enables viewers to support the host during a live show. Again, completely optional, but if you want to check out Super Chat, it's greatly appreciated. So a lot of things coming to the channel. 2019. Oh, there's Sean Coonery. Sean Coonery, the big Maine Coon cat. Yeah, come on up, up. Yep, there's Sean Coonery. So Sean Coonery just joined the live show here, and we're going to go ahead and just jump right into a bunch of stuff here. So there's a few things, a few important things that I found in 2019 so far. One of those is this right here. This is just a very basic case, but inside of this case, I've got a lot of good stuff. I've got camera lens cleaners, and then I've got the biggest thing that's in here, which is super important, is really amplified production quality. So this right here is a, let's see, Sean Coonery, excuse me. So this right here is a little field monitor. Now, especially if you're using Sony Alpha cameras like I do, a field monitor is super important because it enables you to see yourself face on video and confirm if you're properly aligned within the camera's field of view. And again, that's important with Sony Alpha cameras because at least the current model Sony Alpha cameras, the full frames, they don't have the ability yet for the built-in LCD display to flip forward, and that's it's actually somewhat of an inconvenience because excuse me, Sean Coonery, the laptop's getting attacked by an enormous Maine Coon cat. Let's see. There he goes. See, whoa. Don't close the broadcast. So, yeah, but it's important to be able to confirm if you're properly aligned within the camera's field of view. So, using a field monitor such as this makes doing so easy. And what I like about this field monitor is that, you can plug it into the wall, or also if you're out in the field, which is, I use it primarily in the studio, but when I'm in the field, I use it as well. When you're in the field, it just uses these standard Sony style batteries. Like this is an F550, and then right here, this is let's see, this is an NP-F750. So they just snap on the back, and this will last for a long time, depending upon the type of battery you use. This will last for a really long time. So just a good way to have a portable, high-quality field monitor. And again, check out my website. Check out the Shinobi on my website, and you can find it there. And then also, obviously, I've got all the batteries for the field monitor linked on my website. So a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, I'm always trying to enhance the production quality of IrixGuy's Adventure Channel. This being a live show, the studio set, the bandwidth issues, a lot of that has been worked through, so it's a lot more streamlined than it was in the past. So that's super cool. I want to thank everyone that supported IrixGuy's Adventure Channel by way of super chats. Again, this being a live show, I've got super chats, so you can choose to super chat if you want to do so. Just a great way to support the channel. Again, if you're just tuning in, I am an independent YouTuber, meaning that I'm not part of a multi-channel network. I don't have the large marketing budget that a lot of YouTube channels have. So, it's your support. It's choosing to support me on Patreon, super chat, checking out my website when you're looking for drones, cameras, any sort of stuff. Checking out my website and checking the links there. That's super important. But yeah, 2019, I completely expect a Mavic Mini, and actually, and I'll acknowledge it. I was incorrect with my assumption that Mavic Mini was going to have been released already, because it didn't release. And instead of Mavic Mini, we just got a smartphone accessory. It's called an Osmo Mobile 3, which is a collapsible gimbal system for your smartphone, which I guess that could be cool for some people that use their smartphone as their primary video camera. But for me, I mean, I was disappointed, because for video, if I'm doing action type shots, I've got a I've got an Osmo Pocket or an Osmo Action. And typically, if I'm using my smartphone, my iPhone, I'm doing so because that's all that I had with me, and I didn't have my camera equipment in the bag. So, but then again, if all you use is your smartphone for filming videos, then the Osmo Mobile 3, could be good for you. And you can find it on my website. Just go to IrixGuy.com. Osmo Mobile 3 is there. So we got some people tuning in here. Let's see what we got. We got any comments yet? Again, this is a live show. If you're watching it it's 2:12 p.m. New York City time right now. So if you're watching this live, anything that you type within the comments, I can see in real time. These live shows I typically don't schedule. This one I just decided I was going to do a live show, and here we are right now. We got the live show going. So, I may start scheduling these, but my school of thought is that if I schedule it and I can't make it, that's going to be a problem. But if I just kind of pop up and go live like this, I think everybody should. If you ring that bell icon, I think that you should be able to see a pop-up when I go live. So everybody that's tuning in, did you get, how were you notified that I'm live? Did you just happen to browse to my YouTube channel, or did you get a notification through your YouTube app, etc.? I'd like to know how you were made aware that I'm live. So the good thing is I'm looking at my bandwidth right now, and that was something in the past. I had a lot of network congestion, and it looks like we should have, and again, it's topping out at 720. I think it's topping out at 720p. Tell me if you can go beyond 720p. I think 720p is the maximum video quality for this particular live broadcast. So if you get more than that, that'd be interesting, because I think it's probably topped out at 720p. If this stays strong at 720p for a while, probably what I'm going to do is see if I can, since I seem to have resolved my network issues, see if I can bump it up to 1080p. And at least to my knowledge, at least at this time, I don't think that YouTube has 4K YouTube Live support yet. I don't think they do. But when they do, I've got this little camera that I'm using here, and again, it's not a high-end camera, but it is a 4K capable camera for this, for live streaming like this. So yeah, we've got. Let's see what we got going on here. We got. I know y'all have got some questions. We got people tuning in, but we don't have. We got a lot of quiet people, and that's fine. I mean, if you just want to watch and you don't want to comment live, that's fine. But that's what makes a live show so exciting, is that when you do get a lot of people and everybody's commenting, and it's a live event, it makes it more exciting. So very quiet crowd, but I guess 2:15 p.m. New York City time is kind of an odd time. So part of this, I guess, is my fault. But I wanted to go live, so since I did, let's see what we got here. We got, okay, I see some more people tuning in through the live app here. I've got like a control center of sorts, so I can see everything that's going on, which is pretty neat. So is everybody excited about the Mavic Mini that's supposed to be coming out soon? I mean, allegedly we may see it before the end of the year. Is that something that y'all are excited about, or do you not have any interest in the Mavic Mini? And what's your favorite drone today? Is it still the? I know a lot of people, including myself, like the Mavic 2. Some people prefer the Mavic 2 Zoom because the Mavic 2 Zoom has a zoom camera. Some people prefer the Mavic 2 Pro because the Mavic 2 Pro has a very high-end 1-inch sensor camera. And what the 1-inch sensor does, what's so awesome about the Mavic 2 Pro, and I know the Mavic 2 Pro has been out for a while, but I recently picked up the Smart Controller, and that's been really cool because I don't have to bother with tethering my iPhone to my Mavic 2 Pro's controller anymore. So, that's been a major convenience. And it's, but yeah, having that 1-inch sensor camera on the Mavic 2 Pro, in my opinion, at least for my use case, makes it better. Because I do a lot of low light filming with the drone. And when you're filming in lower light, that 1-inch sensor really provides a significant advantage over the smaller sensor that's in the Mavic 2 Zoom. But if you're flying during the day, and again, I don't fly at night, but maybe up to 30 minutes after sunset. But if you're flying in bright sunlight, you may enjoy having that Mavic 2 Zoom because you can zoom in on objects without having to get closer to the object. So that's kind of an advantage that the Mavic 2 Zoom brings to the table over the Mavic 2 Pro. So I don't know, what are y'all's thoughts? I mean, do y'all like the Mavic 2 Zoom or the Mavic 2 Pro better? And why do you like that? And again, the Mavic Mini, is that something that that anybody's excited about? I mean, I think the Mavic Mini, if it comes in at a weight that is less than what the governing bodies, rather, in the United States and a lot of other countries consider to be an aircraft, if it can come in under that weight, if the Mavic Mini can be small and light enough, well, it's not the size, it's the weight that matters. But if it can fall under that that weight, then that's something that could be possibly deemed a toy. And if it's deemed a toy, then it may be something that you don't have to that you don't have to register. Which registration isn't a problem. I don't have a problem with registration. Obviously, I do have a problem with over-regulation. I think regulation is Dennis says, not interested in anything smaller than the Mavic Air. Well, and that's, the Mavic Air is a good size. The Mavic Air is a good size. The Mavic 2 is a good size. Both of those, in my opinion, are small enough yet large enough to where they can still handle the wind really well. So, in moderate wind, it's easy to fly those drones, the Mavic Air and the Mavic 2, but they're also small enough and lightweight enough to be convenient to travel with. Now, sure, they've got to be registered in most countries. Even though they're small, they're heavy enough to have to be registered, but that's just part of it. But with the registration thing, I know a lot of people are up in the air about that. I mean, we've had to register drones for several years now, so it's not a, I don't think it's a big issue. I just think that, if any sort of regulation is a slippery slope, because if something's regulated, then typically, let's just, and this isn't pertaining to drones, but it's pertaining to anything. If regulation process begins, typically they'll regulate something very, not a big deal. Something that if you see it, it's like, oh, okay, well, that's regulated, I don't care. But they'll do that to, I guess, in essence, get people's buy-in. Not that people's buy-in matters or not, but they'll get people's buy-in, and then they'll start really regulating. So they'll be like, well, now you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. That's why overregulation is a slippery slope, because it starts out with something that could be a good thing. I mean, I think having to, register a drone is a positive from a safety perspective. But then if they start, saying, well, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah, 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 then it becomes such a hindrance that, if it became too overly regulated, it could start to destroy the momentum that the drone industry currently has. Because again, and people may feel differently, but I'll say, and I'll stand by this, we're still in the infancy of drones. I mean, we started out with, Phantom 1. Those were the early days. And, then we got into the gimbals and the much more advanced communication systems for controls and FPV. So, things rapidly evolved. But still, looking past the pure hobbyist use case for drones, we're still in the infancy. I mean, we don't have drone delivery yet. We don't have companies like Amazon dropping packages off on our doorsteps by way of drone. We don't have drone pizza delivery, that sort of stuff. That hasn't happened yet. But I remain bullish that this industry will continue to evolve. And if we don't get, if overregulation doesn't become an issue, I think that the drone industry has a lot of room for growth. And I think it's a big thing for everybody. I mean, everybody that's watching right now and everybody that subscribes to my channel and checks out my videos, I think it's safe to assume that all of y'all are passionate about drones. And you may not be passionate about the future commercial applications of drones, but you're probably passionate about going out and just flying your drone, having a good time, capturing some good videos, capturing some good photos, or just, maybe just the thrill of flying a drone. It's a fun hobby. Get outside, do stuff, get some cool videos. I mean, that's the thing I've enjoyed most and continue to enjoy about drones. It's just being able to, go out and capture content in a way that's different than, a traditional camera. Because, obviously you're able to get really cool aerial perspectives and, gimbal stabilized video that's not attached to a handheld gimbal. So it's definitely going to be smoother than something that, than a gimbal system that somebody's holding in their hand. So, yeah, it's just a really cool. We got a lot of people tuning in so far. Only Dennis has said, "Hey." We got anybody else out there on the live stream that's wanting to type? Because again, this is a live show. If you're watching this at approximately 2:23 p.m. New York City time, this is a live show. So, anything that you type, I can see here in real time. So, yeah, we got more people tuning in here. Let's see. Let me go back to my control interface. Yeah, this live stream today, I'm super stoked, and I hope the video and audio quality is acceptable from your end, because from my little command center here, everything is showing strong. I don't have any network congestion. I don't have, I expect that the audio and video should both be pretty solid. Obviously capped out at 720p. If this show goes all the way through without any hiccups from a bandwidth perspective, I think what I'm going to do is try a 1080p show for one of my next live shows. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I got a lot of people. I appreciate everybody tuning into this. And again, if you're looking for drones, cameras, check out my website IrixGuy.com, or you can go to epicdroneshow.com. And, you can find everything that you need there. And if you don't find it, just shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to find a link for you. So, yeah, that's website is the best way to find anything. My website's the best way to find anything that you need. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just checking my green screen. I think I don't have any noticeable green around my hands or hair. I think it's all. I think this is working well. So that's an extreme positive. Let's see here. Yeah, so Mavic Mini, that some people may not be interested in, but that's probably going to be our next drone from DJI. But again, right now I'm sticking to the Mavic 2 Pro. And I did pick up the smart controller, and I really like the smart controller. It just makes the flying experience so much more streamlined, in my opinion. I mean, the iPhone works perfectly well, but forking out just a little bit more for the smart controller has been I feel that it's been a good upgrade. I have not regretted making the switch. And then that way I don't have to worry about draining my cell phone's battery rather, and I don't have to worry about running out of battery on my cell phone for calls after I finish flying. I don't have to worry about, and obviously when I use the iPhone to fly my drone, I would go into airplane mode, so I didn't get what am I trying to say? So I didn't get a call when I was flying, to be safe and responsible. But that's the good thing about smart controller. I don't have to worry about going into airplane mode on the phone or anything like that. So yeah, it's just let's see. Got some more people tuning in here. Let's see. Well, let's see. I'm going to do another live show here shortly. I kind of picked a weird time of day for this because we've got a quiet audience. So I'm going to do another live show shortly, and we'll hopefully, maybe what I ought to start doing with these is scheduling them, and then that way we can pick times that a lot of people, may have the opportunity to tune in, because I think that'd be really cool. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and conclude this live show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. A lot of you didn't comment, but that's cool. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. YouTube.com/IrixGuy, and share this video with others. And again, check out my website, IrixGuy.com, for all of your drone and drone accessory needs. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.